Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to 365 Days of Gaming. Hope y'all doing well. Appreciate you taking time out to watch this video. Hope you enjoy. Always like, subscribe, share, whatever you may do. Comment. Really appreciate all the comments. But let's get into this episode. So, we've been doing different consoles, different platforms, and today we're going to bring a new one into the fold. And we're going to be talking about a game for the PlayStation. PlayStation probably is number 2 on the list behind Super Nintendo for me, as far as the number of just amazing games that I've played. One of my favorite systems, especially for RPGs. You'll see a lot of RPGs for the PlayStation on this list as we go through the different ones, and not just like the big ones like Final Fantasy VII, but like there's a lot of other ones that I think that are overlooked, that I know that once we kind of give you a breakdown of them, that you'll be excited to try them out, or at least go watch them, right? Because that's always the fun part about RPGs, is seeing the story unfold. But we're not here to talk about RPGs. We're here to talk about tactical espionage action. And that means we're talking about none other than Metal Gear Solid. Now, this game, prior to playing the PlayStation version, I had no idea about this series. There are different games from this series that are on the MSX, which is a computer system that I never played. And also there was the Metal Gear for the NES, which technically stars Snake, but not really. Like it's a very weird thing. I don't even know if they consider it part of the timeline at this point. But either way, the one that started it for me and for most people is the one for the PlayStation. Came out in 1998. The first time I played this game was at my friend Marquise's house. Shout out to Marquise. And he will come up a lot of times in these episodes because he put me on to a plethora of games. So this being one of the many. This is nowhere near the first of many games that he put me on to, but Metal Gear Solid was just something different from the moment you see it, the moment you play it, the characters, the story, which this is the first in officially 4 different games in the Solid Snake saga. But for me, this one is really important because the way the game introduced these different concepts and the way you played it, everything had a reason behind it. You know, they explained how you were able to use the codec and how no other people could hear it. And, you know, things like look on the back of the CD case and Psycho Manus, which, I mean, everybody knows about Psycho Manus, and I can read your thoughts and plugging the controller into the second slot. I mean, just incredible. I will say the PlayStation version, fantastic. But if you have a chance to play the GameCube version, which is Twin Snakes, which is a remake, even better. Like, not only visually, but just overall experience. Such an incredible, it's like the first HD remake I remember playing and being like, oh my goodness, how many other games can we get to be like this? But I mean, if you're playing the original version, still fantastic, smooth. The different weapons that Snake gets, the different ways you can play this game, which is always a plus for me. If they come up with different ways to play a game, you know, different runs you can do, I'm always for it. It brings so much value to games, especially single player games that traditionally don't offer, in a lot of cases, as much replay value as multiplayer games. Metal Gear Solid has definitely tons of replay value. Also has different endings, which I won't get into, just for the off chance that someone has not played it. I would like you to experience the full scope of the game with no spoilers from me. But Metal Gear Solid, you know, just to give you a short breakdown, you play Solid Snake, who is for lack of a better term, secret agent. And he's on a mission to infiltrate the base known as Shadow Moses from a terrorist group called Foxhound. But as you play it, you start to realize that everything isn't what it seems. And it's that journey of figuring out, you know, who's on whose side, double crosses. And just as a slight spoiler, I'll say once you beat the game, keep watching after the credits roll, which was like, to my knowledge, the first time I had a game or any form of media, movies included, have an after credit sequence. I think maybe Ninja Turtles with the Splinter I Made a Funny was probably the first one I remember. But even then, so there's just so many different things that you can do as far as play style. Some people like to go guns blazing. I would not recommend it, but I mean, technically you can do it, right? But the game really excels when you are doing the stealth action, right? That espionage, the tapping on the walls to make the soldiers come to where you are so that you can ambush them, like all of those little things, you know, guiding the Nikita missile through the vents and everything, the sniper wolf fights, just all the characters, right? One of my personal favorites, who is a character you probably see a lot in the series if you play through the whole thing, is Revolver Ocelot, who at first just seems like a regular boss, but as you go through the series, you see that he is very important to this story. So many, amazing moments, whether you're fighting on top of Metal Gear Rex and just, I'm not going to even get into, all of the different characters because I don't want to spoil too much. But also, just as a heads up, this game has a robot ninja. So that's like double points for me. So if you get a chance, check it out. If you have played it, what are some of the most memorable moments that you remember playing this game for you? What characters, what scenes, who was your hardest boss fight? All of those things I'd love to hear. Appreciate you taking time out to watch this video. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and as always, peace.